What is going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome in. I know it is extremely late, especially on the East Coast, but I know I'll have a few people up with me tonight. The rest of them will have to catch the replay on tomorrow. What's up, Deanna? See, Deanna's here. She's up with me tonight. What's up, Deanna? Thank you for being here. Make sure as you're coming into the chat, into the live, would you please do me a huge big favor and click that like button. Do that for me. Share right now. And also wake somebody up and share it. Feel free to comment in the chat and make sure that you are a subscriber to the St. James Show and also a contributor. Thank you. What's up, Tracy Williams? Good to see you. DMV, they say they up. All right, you up. Boy, didn't we have an explosive YouTube today. You know, before I went, I had planned to talk about what I just came from tonight. I'm in Los Angeles, California. Just coming from the wonderful tribute of Sandra Crouch, wonderful melodious songs, wonderful people there. The Winans were there. Don McClurkin was the MC. Judith McAllister, Nikita Knight. Who else was there? Different people were there. Carvin Winans even sung Tomorrow. If some of you probably watched the live. But listen, before I went, I saw that, it's 12:39. I saw that collaboration challenge, whatever they were calling it, between Larry Reid and my buddy William McCrae. Me and William were live the other night, and it's always fun with William. Entertaining, that is what he is. Very, very much so entertaining. Man, when I first, of course, William was late, as usual. He told everybody he was going to be fashionably late, so he was extremely late. What's up, Nicola? William is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. So when it comes to the challenge itself, or who's the better commentator, or who's the this, who's the that, you know what? I'm going to side with the originator. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to side with the originator. It was entertaining tonight. It was entertaining and interesting, and also a little troubling, if I have to say so myself. When I'm on with William, I always know that he is going to say something that I am going to have to try to talk over or change the subject really quick, or just do something else to distract him from what he's going to, what he's talking about. Because I know that it may be truth. William, will speak truth. You missed it. Oh, now I'll talk about that later. I don't think Larry ever takes anything down, really. So I'm sure you'll have an opportunity to check it out. She said William is the best. He just needs a tech assistant. Yes. Not only does he need a tech assistant, but he needs to listen to his tech assistants. Absolutely no filter. So there were a lot of subjects. For those of you who did not see it, what they did, they came on, Larry did a good description of who William is, kind of an introduction of who William is. He was pretty much the originator of this church blogging type of stuff. People would run from William. They didn't want to see William coming because they knew if he was coming, he was probably coming with a story about you. He couldn't really walk into churches just to visit because people would think that he was coming in to do some intel, some of that intel that I do sometimes, do some intel in regards to something that's going on in that church. So people will be like, oh no, we don't want to see William coming. But then you have the flip side of that, where people wanted to get on William's good side and to make sure that he spoke well of them, just in case something may have come up. Excuse the background, y'all. I'm in my hotel room, and I hope that the internet is suffice. All right. Yeah, I am in the beautiful city of Los Angeles tonight. I can't stay grounded. I got to go. But I really wanted to play tribute to Sandra Crouch. Sandra Crouch was, I taught music from her starting as a young teenager, preteen, teaching choir. So, it was just nostalgic for me. I had to be here. So it was great. But of course, so getting back to William, there was a lot of things that were said that were very cringy, but we expected it. We expected that. My only thing is the relationships that Larry has with some of the people that William was talking about. And not only talking about, because William has said this stuff before. He said this stuff on his program about Manasseh, about Bishop Bernard Jordan, about T.D. Jakes. He has nicknames for and all that. So Liza J says, as Christians, though, we need to represent Jesus better than that. It's about respect. Mm-hmm. Cruiser says she had to wake up for this. I know it's late over there, Cruiser. Liza, I'm with you. Because I'm just going to tell you, y'all, can I speak for St. James? And it's not a dig at any commentator, any blogger, but I've said this before. Don't bring me your stories on the pastor having babies out of wedlock, sleeping with the boys, touching the kids, I'm not the sounding board for that. The St. James Show is not the sounding board for that. You have William, you have Jives, you have Larry, and I get these emails and they just sit in my email box. I'll respond and I may say, okay, thanks for the information, but you won't see that on my show because I'm not in the business of humiliating people and exposing their sexual sins, their, things like that. Now, when it comes to you manipulating the church, as in stealing money from the church and doing egregious things to the church or something like that, I'll speak to it. You can send me that kind of stuff. But when you come talking about, what somebody may have did to somebody years ago and all that other stuff, I'm glad that everybody has an opportunity to tell their story these days, but that ain't for me. Okay. So they went on to talk about, the things between Manasseh, the things between and Jakes. And my only thing here, I sat there and it kind of took us back to where when William was on Larry's a while ago and William brought up that, accusation against Conscious TV. And we all know that Conscious and Larry have a really close relationship. And a lot of people were saying that when he brought up that accusation about the sickness against Conscious, that Larry didn't really go to bat for him like he should have. Because we all know that Conscious went to bat and continues to go to bat for Larry. If anything comes up on the internet or the social media sphere, Conscious will stop all, get some receipts in order, and defend him. Yes, I am up late, Leah. What's up? Well, that's another thing, Nicola. Okay, let's put a Conscious. No, we gonna talk. Remind me about that, Nicole. But when there was some things being said about Manasseh, about Bernard Jordan, his mentor, his father in the gospel, I just don't think it was a good enough rebuke. I don't think it was a good enough, okay, I understand, but we're not going to talk about that. I don't know how I would feel if my mentee allowed someone else to get on their platform, and I'm talking about anybody, it just happened to be William and Larry tonight, and talk about some egregious things, some really close things that have transpired in my family. William talked about his daughter on a stripper pole and big booty and all that good stuff. And we know that is William. That's what makes us laugh. That's what entertains us about William. Oh, he took the show over. He's the GOAT. If we got to give it to anybody, Leah, we have to give it to him. Deanna says Conscious needs to stop windmilling because Larry left him out there by himself. Well, my issue is I kind of seen that a little bit tonight. I just was hoping that Larry really said, listen, this is my mentor. We are not going any further in regards to this conversation. Even with Manasseh's a bottom. TD Jake's a bottom. You know, then there was the less station with the M in front of it was thrown out there about TD Jakes, if anyone heard that. And I'm like, listen, Linda, listen. Okay. We had taken this beyond entertainment. I love to entertain y'all. Bloggers love to entertain. But when there were just certain things that were said that were just very, very cringy. It was a whole lot. What's up, Darla? You haven't made it through the entire live? Well, well, and he did bring up the cross-dressing thing, the Studio 54, and it's like, and he's brought that up. I have a video, a short of him, William, saying that. So he's said that in the past. But my issue is, if I have a close relationship with somebody, I don't even care if they understand the aspect of entertainment. And this is all entertainment. It's for a click and a view. It's for, it's for a check or whatever. I don't want to receive a check on the hands of my close confidants. I don't. Do you believe William? Yeah. Listen, like I said in the beginning, William has his facts be facting. I mean, they be real deal. Does it need to be said all the time? No, but they're still real. What's up, Amanda? I just would like to know where Bernard Jordan and Manasseh stand. And then Larry starts talking about this whole lawsuit thing again, throwing out the 4 supposed men again that are with, the 4 men with the TD Jakes, the 4 more accusers. And then he says that one of them received $100,000. And I'm like, and it was definitely something that would have been said, because you're talking about 2 people who don't like TD Jakes. They despise him. So it was the perfect platform to bring up all of that stuff. Perfect. There's beautiful people watching. Hey, what's up? Yeah, you up in here. I see you. I see your comments. You can tell Larry was on edge the entire live, not knowing what. Well, I mean, no, because if you recall, if anybody recalls the original time when what William was on there with Larry live, kind of in the beginning, listen, it was Larry didn't have any control over that either. If I remember, William is a firecracker. You can't hold William down, and William don't stay here. He go there, and he go over there, and then slap you over here and cut you there. I mean, he's all encompassing when it comes to talking and his interviewing, which again is why we enjoy William. It definitely could have been more organized, but no, you can't organize anything with William. That's what makes William. You just can't. He's going to just go from here to here to here. Okay. And then I was like, William, the Carlton Pearson stuff. I think that should have been cut down a little bit more as well, or defended a little bit more. Did he mention that? Did he mention about Larry and the trans supposed wife? I know he said it millions of times before. But the Carlton Pearson stuff really disturbed me also. Because, I mean, entertaining, well, after a while, I'm going to tell you the truth. I was about towards the end, and I was driving over there to Faithful Central to Sandra Crouch's musical. And I was listening to some of that stuff. After a while, it just didn't have any effect on me. I was just like, and a lot of this I've heard before already, but I was like, this is really going down and going down fast. DMV says, Larry is brave. I will not sit with William. No, but you got to understand what was going on here. You're talking about Larry, who was in that stuff going on with Vincent Terrell Hill. Lost some numbers, possibly lost some followers, lost some support. So at this moment, it's necessary to do whatever is necessary to build up. Did it help Larry? Getting back to that thing, Nicola, you talked about? Yes. Clicks and views? Definitely. Clicks and views. There was one time when I was looking and they were like, I think he said it was down, it was 4,000, and he said he was down to 12, but I don't think, because I looked at my phone and they were still live and it only said 20 viewers on YouTube. And I was like, I know that's wrong. So something had been going on with YouTube. What's up, Cupcakes? And I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about, y'all? So much. What was I just talking about? Not the Carlton. Because I talked about the Carlton. Yeah, I seen that Remnant Nation. That's why I was like, it had to be YouTube, because people didn't drop like that. No, they didn't drop like that. It was something. It was a glitch with YouTube. Maybe they broke the internet. I don't know. So yeah, the Carlton thing. So it just really, I was really cringeworthy with that. And I think Larry didn't, I don't think he defended that. And I know you want to keep things going and lively and keep a good banter going, but there has to be a limit to people that are really close to your heart. You say, I don't know, a lot of folks getting hot with William in the comments. Yes, they were. But you know what? One thing that I really didn't, well, first of all, they blocked me out of the comments. So can nobody see my comments? I can be in there, but they don't come up. And I was on the Carnal Church sector thing, and the comments will come up, but not on the St. James. They blocked me. But I was looking at those moderators for Larry. I think they were the worst. I think they were the worst. They were like, you have to watch that, because if you have moderators who just sit in your chat just to throw jabs and keep stuff going and just be horrible, I don't want you over here. I want you to speak freely over here, even as a moderator, but don't be so rude and they were mean. They were just, and you're talking about people who are in the, they're probably with the Ambien network, and they're probably really spiritual. They believe in the numbers and in the stars and the moons and in the suns, but they're just horrible. I was just looking at them going, and that one was in there who lied and said that I was on my live showing Carlton Pearson's musical, which I wasn't. I don't know if that's a woman or a man. I don't know who it is. It seems like they were being a bully, Darla. They were just horrible. Amanda says, Larry does not care. He was using Carlton Pearson for attention. His love is not genuine. He's a narky. Well, all I'm going to say is, if someone is that close to your heart, Amanda, I don't care if I'm interviewing you. I'm going to say, hold on now. That subject we're going to skip over. Yeah. Now, no, that subject we're going to skip over. If I got to go and do something else, if I got to play a video, if I got that subject, we're going to skip over. Larry can say nothing on because he monetized the hell. Oh, yeah, but they were eating William, which is, William has nails, he has hair, he has, William is William. We know that. But my thing is, people in the chat kept saying the same thing. I've seen the same people saying the same thing because nobody, I guess, reacted. So they said it again. And then the mods were asking for apologies. I don't know why. The mods were in Larry's chat asking for William to give them an apology. It ain't about you. You're a moderator. See, that's what I'm saying. Moderators sometimes believe that these channels are their channels. These channels are not your channel. Because if anything happens on the channel, you're going to flee 7 ways. You're going to flee 7 ways, and we're going to be over here trying to clean up what's going on. They made me mad. I was just like, y'all so ridiculous. And it wasn't Kendall. It wasn't Kendall. It was in the moon, the stars, and the ribbons, and the rainbow people. I don't know. But they were just going back and forth. Yeah, and if the mods would retype it this, and if nobody said anything, let me retype it again. William owed me an apology. He owed Larry an apology. He owed, and they just keep on talking about that. I'm like, first of all, William is not giving you an apology. So why are you even typing it? William don't give apologies. He says God don't take no pleasure in a drawback spirit, and a drawback spirit is apologizing. He ain't going to do it. I am Courtney says, Larry knew what he was getting when he brought William on the show. I'm just curious to now what the end game. I don't know what the end game. Like I said, clicks and views were needed because Larry, had lost some stuff in regards to Vincent. So P needed to, get some more views, which he got him. But my thing is, I don't know. I hope that he did compensate William because it wasn't on William's live. So William didn't get the views for it. He shared it, but that don't mean you getting any views for it. That was all Larry's platform. So I'm hoping that he did compensate William because his show got him views tonight. What's up? Back to basics. What'd she say? You said you agree, but LRS they ain't set up. No, they're not. It's like their own world over there. And I was like, this is so ridiculous. I mean, they were. After a while, I got out of the chat and I was just laying down because I was laying down before I went to the church, and I was just listening. I wouldn't even look at the chat anymore because it was so redundant and so ridiculous. Okay, you don't like William. We get it. We get it. Larry is almighty. We get it. We get it. It was like at one point, I think it was on YouTube, I think I saw up to 1.5, maybe 1,500, maybe. Did William raise his own offering? Because after a while, I had to go to church. I couldn't see the end of it, so I don't know what they did at the end. And it's easy to hate William. You can get some chuckles because of how he acts, how he looks, so it's an easy thing, So it's not like they're really stretching it when they're talking about William. William has heard it all, okay? Like you said, he heard, they try to pin a dildo with him. He had to get before the board and say it wasn't me with the dildo, general board of the Kojic. So it's not much you can say. Okay. I hope he got paid. So was it almost 25? Okay. Then somebody said it was almost 25. Okay. Yeah. Matter of fact, now that you say that, I think I'm saying 1.5, but I may have seen 2.5 at one time. I think I did because he said he had 4,000 across the platforms that were looking. But I'm really curious as we can see, we haven't seen Larry and Bishop Jordan together a lot on social media. We used to see it a lot, but after Vincent, because around here they love to draw back. All of a sudden, you don't see people together too much, a lot. So I'm very interested to see what Bishop Jordan, I mean, even, all that was brought up. Like I said, when he brought up the daughter, when William brought up the daughter being a stripper, having a bastard baby or something, he said, I'm telling you, I would have shut that down. Now, Jamal, William has always had an affinity for Jamal. Jamal is his frat brother or what have you, his Morehouse brother. And what's up, Lamont? You should have answered my call earlier, Negro. And then Manasseh. I don't know if I would want anybody coming out and telling my business like that about my legal business. I don't think there's no legal business. That's just me. I don't think nobody was paid off $100,000, but that's just me. My opinion really doesn't matter in that situation, but I don't think anything like that has gone on. The 4 people that are coming forward, I think they're opportunists who want money. Because nothing has come to fruition. All we're doing is talking still. He was on his show during the eclipse. Oh, that's right. He was on his show during the eclipse. He was. Not a lot of pictures and stuff, though. He was on the show. But, that eclipse was a good money thing, though. It was time to collect them eclipse offerings. That eclipse. So that was a win-win situation. That is true. But I don't see a lot of going over to the house and a lot of trips and pictures and things like that. That's just me. Now to Bishop Jordan. Yes. Yeah. William McCray used to be what Larry is now to be. Yes. And William even said big checks were written to him. Big checks. That's what I'm saying. Y'all understand how this thing goes? You scrub my back and I'll wash yours, and William has the platform to say certain things, certain ways at that time to spin a narrative or to, make people think another way. So I think now what we're having here is, when we first saw the meetup between McCrae and Larry, we all said, oh, okay, all right. So this is something that is needed. The reconciliation is needed to spin a narrative a certain way to get some things, some clarity, and get some things off of some things. It's all about the coin at the end of the day. It's all about the money, y'all. It really is. Sad to say, but that's what it's all about. Oh, he went live from Vegas? Okay, Jordan. Vegas. Don't be over there spending and gambling. Don't gamble none of that prophecy money away. Don't you do it, Bishop. Don't do it. So I don't know. I don't really have much more to say about it. I mean, I wonder if me personally, well, I don't really do videos that I have to take down. I haven't done that. I mean, there's videos that I put up way in my early year of YouTube that I took some videos down, but they really wasn't anything about anything, so I took them down because I didn't think they were entertaining, or I got the use out of them that I needed, and I didn't need to have them on my platform anymore. But videos that I've done, I haven't had to take them down because I pretty much say what I say and leave it there on the table, okay? But this particular video tonight that Larry and William did, I'm not too sure if I would leave that one up if I was Larry. But on the flip side, it's a good money maker. But all those accusations and then the Tasha Page Lockhart thing. I didn't talk about Tasha Page. I don't know if some of you had heard it, and they kind of got into it really tonight. Some artists touched her boobs. First he glazed the boob, and then I guess he gripped her boob. And, again, nobody's going to any police or anything for sexual, harassment or anything. They go straight to an attorney. So I guess Tasha Page Lockhart is going to an attorney, and it sounds like she went to Phaedra. They said it's an attorney that we both know. So it sounds like she may have went to Phaedra. And Phaedra is also like that one white woman who takes all the essay claims but never goes to trial and always settles out of court. So I'm smelling another Phaedra settling out of court situation. So people keep them hands to themselves? Yes, they should. Are gigs down? Yep. Time to sue. He touched me. Oh, he touched me. William said, grab her puss. Yeah, I seen that. And Larry said he would have grabbed her. Larry, quit playing. Stop it. We still talking about that, Larry. Be quiet. You have to William G. McCrae. I. Let me see if I can put it in the chat. I'm putting it in the chat for y'all. Because William is not on Facebook, y'all. So if you see stuff on William, that's probably over there cruise or something. That ain't William. You got to watch because there's a couple of different ones. So in one of them, he don't really be on. So you either do a obnoxious TV, he has that one, or I'm gonna put his regular one that he usually goes live on because I think that's more monetized, and he'll go live on this one here. 1111. All right, there you go. Ooh, that's a good donation tonight. Thank you, Lativia. Y'all can donate 1111. There is William McCrae's Facebook, okay, for future reference. Not for now. Not for now. What are your thoughts on the podcast thing airing Thursday with Jamal Bryant and Bling Bishop? Jamal Bryant and Bling Bishop are both clout chasers. They're using each other for clout. They're using each other for clout. They're using each other for clout. That's what this is. But Jamal, that's what he likes. Jamal needs to focus. I think William talked about focus on ministry. Focus over there on ministry. Jamal wants to do everything. You know, like they said, I think he wants to be the next Club Shay Shay. That's who Jamal wants to be. And we know he don't give a flying flip about greasy lips, Lamar, bling, bling, Whitehead. He can care less. He knows what's going to be said on. We all know what's going to be said on the podcast. He's going to get on there and said they turned him in from a victim to a villain. We know that. He's going to talk about his dad. He's going to say, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, damn it. That's what he's going to say. We know what he's going to say. So all this is just about Jamal being Jamal. He loves the spotlight. The next person who can give him some spotlight, he's with it. That's what I think about that. It's a bunch of crap, and it's going to air April 30th. Are we going to look at it? Yeah, but we're not going to see anything new. I guarantee you. He's going to go on there, talk about his motion for a new trial, I'm sure. I'm not sure if that has been even, decided upon yet. Cupcake says, Shane, listen to that foolishness. Well, us bloggers, we got to have something to talk about. So we going, no oil. No oil. They're just, a wild ass on the loose. That's out in the wilderness. These preachers ain't got no oil. They just loose. They looking for clout. They looking for money, for gain. That's just what it is. Jamal and William Besties was not on my. Larry was sure trying to beat that point, trying to make them lovers, wasn't he? He was trying to make a story, trying to make them lovers. They not lovers. Jamal don't want William. Jamal, one thing, like he said, he ain't got, well, I don't think he would say anything if he did have something on Jamal with a man. I don't think William would say anything anyway. Jamal is his dude. His dude. Mm-hmm. We sure know he was 6 minutes old, right? 6 minutes old. His daddy was shot. Daddy was shot. But what he not gonna tell Cupcakes is that the so-called sisters told him to come take a DNA test, which he declined. Come on over here and take a DNA test, okay? That was a decline. Yeah, no, he will not do that. What else? What did I miss on there, y'all? It was just so much on that. That I don't even know, call it an interview. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Like I say, entertainment. It is entertainment. Was it entertaining at certain points? After a while, it just got so salacious and so many things were just flying. I was like, oh, I don't think I could take no more. That's right. That's why I got it from Lisa with a Bishop Blackburn. Wild ass on the loose. That's right. That's one of my hopes. I guess one of my PW people. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, but there was something else they were talking about, and I was like, well, that's cringy as well. So, and the whole Jake's thing, they are sure trying to make something out of Jake's moving out of West Virginia. Let me tell y'all something. The fact that Jake's moved out of West Virginia, the bottom line to that is Jake's was becoming more popular. He was on the circuit. He was on TBN. He was preaching at conferences and conventions. Jake's was on the rise. So in the little town in West Virginia, He wasn't able to expand, have conferences, book conferences. He needed a bigger city that will encompass his entire ministry. He could not have done Woman Thou Art Loose in West Virginia. It was just too small. So they are really trying to make like Jake's, was in a scandal. They done made Sarita a lesbian. When all else fails, you're gay. When all else fails, you're a lesbo liquor. Or you're a peen gobbler. Driscoll. Is that about the woman, Darlene? Is that her name? Darlene Driscoll? Is that her name? The woman with the cancer? And I was like, oh, William, don't do it. Don't do it. And we know Darlene, because me and him talked about Darlene on one of our collab lives one time. He talked about Darlene. And so I'm just trying to see, was that the same one? Because I know Darlene is I think she's a gospel radio person. Yeah. Okay. I hope that compares her stuff. Larry brought that from an alleged text. I hope it wasn't a setup. What did I miss, Leah? I don't understand. Darlene McCoy, that's her name. What was the Driscoll thing? I don't recall the Driscoll thing. I probably heard it, but I don't recall it. Oh, the pastor that got, the pastor. Okay. That the whole stripping pole and all that other stuff, they did talk about that. I didn't really know much. I seen that, but I didn't really go into detail. I guess the man rebuked the guy and all that. So I was like, oh, that's white people problems. Whatever. I don't care about that. It was messy and hard to watch. It was hard to watch. I really got out of the comment section. I stopped watching that mess first because that was the mod show. His mods had their own show going on in the chat, trying to figure out who can get the most hee ha-has, I guess, responses. I don't know what was going on, Jer, over there. Anita says, I enjoy Sir William, keeps me laughing because he tells the truth and shame. He does. He does tell the truth and shame the devil, but I'm like, sometimes I would know William, keep some of that stuff over there on obnoxious television. Don't come up over here. It's like I said, I mean, even when we're talking together and it starts getting a little iffy, I mean, I'll have to change the subject real quick or think of a way to do something else, divert him, because William's attention span is like that. So he'll go to a next subject with you in a minute. Larry said he received a text about Kiki and her husband separated. She allegedly stopped following. Well, I mean, if you listen to the live, Leah, he said he received a text, but it was on my live where we discovered the unfollowing. And for all you people who think that I don't know what I'm talking about, listen, we never said they were broken up. What we said was, and one of the people in the chat, what was her name? Linda? Wisdom. Sister Wisdom was in the chat, and she brought it to my attention that Kiki took Kelly off of her name on Instagram. I know that Kelly used to be on her Instagram. You're not going to tell me that it wasn't. They were saying, oh, it's on her TikTok. Oh, that's fine. We know it was on her Instagram, but it's no longer there. Okay? Don't nobody want to give the St. James Show no credit around here, but they want to fight about who the best. Listen, if what went on tonight is going to figure out who's going to be the best church commentator, take me out of the equation. Not interested. Take me out. Y'all go, y'all have it. I'm not interested in that. I'd like to report things, but I'm not reporting things like Mm-mm. See, Amanda, y'all keep playing with me now. They gonna say we are. Now she may not be wearing her rings. Maybe her you get swollen sometime, and you got to take the rings off. It gets swollen sometime. So we gonna say she got swollen, Amanda. She may be on swole. Mm. Oh yeah, that was getting on stage with the swords down his throat and all that. I mean, that's so out of line at church. It's so ridiculous. Tonight was Remnant Nation TV says tonight was not reporting. Tonight was a lot of disrespect going on, to be real. I think it was too, like I said, entertaining at points, and I understand the game. You want to be entertained. And William brought his A game on tonight. William brought full William G. McCrae III tonight. Now, I would say that no, I've seen him be like that on his own show. So I don't know. I've seen him be like that on his own show, especially when he's on one. When he's on a roll, you can't stop. Did y'all hit like on this video? Y'all just looking at me. Leah said, "Baby William shut the show down when he went to Andrea. Did he talk about Andrea again? I mean, he's told all these stories before, y'all. Where y'all been? He told all the stories William told tonight, he said on his own show. All of them. Talked about Angie Ray. Did he? I didn't hear the story, but I've heard the story about, did he have to serve her and she wanted more chicken or something like that? Angie Ray was big as 5 houses. She wanted some chicken. Priscilla? I ain't even heard that. I ain't even gonna repeat it. What you say? Listen, Amanda, I'm trying to give Kiki the benefit of the doubt. Her hands may have been swollen, so she had some extra salt that day, and she had to take her rings off. She was swollen the entire pregnancy. But shit, I can't help her. I can't help you, Kiki. I can't help you. They saying what they saying. If we lying, as William said, which I was cringed when he said it. When he said, if they lying about Carter Pearson, produce them. No. But if we got it totally wrong, Kiki, tell us we got it wrong. You and Jordan come and tell us we got it wrong. Come and tell us. I know he went in on Loretta. He don't like Loretta. I don't have nothing against Loretta. He don't like Loretta. Listen, sometimes we don't like first ladies because we know first ladies run churches. I don't care if you're in a Baptist church, you don't believe in women preachers, you don't believe in women's a certain authority over men, but we know the first ladies run these churches. That's just how it is. Ooh, and Angie, mama she better use the smell. Well, what do you expect her to smell like? She's like 500 pounds. She can't get all them crevices. Listen, who else? What did he say? You people. So I don't know. It sounds like the general. I've seen some people say he's the GOAT. I believe he's the GOAT. I say that William, if you want to do a versus, but I have enjoyed some ways that Larry has reported some things or some of his shows that he's done in the past. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it. What's up, the world, according to Money Tot? I'm not going to say that I don't enjoy, some things that, shows that Larry have done. I mean, he's talented in his own right. But when it comes to being that dude, whether we like it or not, or whether he displays it well or not, or I ain't gonna say well because he displays it well, but whether he displays it in the way it should be displayed or not, that's questionable. But he still got to be the GOAT. Okay, I'm just saying, we got to give it to him. So there was some other things that they talked about, but I mean, she said, if I'm Bishop Jones right now, I'm really like, you have to tell the world. I know. And I don't listen. I don't know if he has seen it or been privy to an erection or not. So I don't know if that is necessarily true. That's the assumption off of having prostate surgery. They got some pills now. They got pills and pumps. Do whatever you need to do to get something going. So I'm not sure if that's really the truth about Noel Jones. Larry lies too much. Yes, what he said. Well, we know that he said that on the show the other night with me. And we know that. But that's been said for years, you know. But like we did the review, if you see the review that I did on the Preachers of LA reunion, I mean, Noel explained in his mind why he waited so long to marry. You know, he explained it, and it was kind of touching. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My blessed life says, if I can get it, it won't click. God is not pleased with people throwing rocks and they live in glass houses. Listen here. Why is that wet? What happened there? I tried to sizzle me up. My phone. Oh, that ice bucket must have had some ice in it. Okay. My blessed life. No. And you have to be careful. You have to be careful because certain things have a way of coming back and biting you in your big, fat, round ass. And we've seen that play out. But I don't think people got the point yet. Because we've seen it play out. We've seen people attack other people. And then they got attacked. But they failed that test. So God has a way of making you do that U-turn. I don't want to have to do a U-turn. So I'm gonna keep my rocks in my hand, my blessed life, and just throw them at my own glass house and see what I can shatter and rebuild and make better. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, how long ago was Studio 54 though? He may have been over there. Some answers just round and wide. Listen, and it'll bite you right in it, Leah. It'll get you right in it. Studio 54. There's a lot of people at Studio 54 back in the day. We need to bring out the list. It could be a hearty list. That's what I'm saying. I mean, and such were some of you, as the Bible says. Mm-hmm. I'd be so scared sometime though. When people start talking about, because I did a show the other night on prophets and prophecies, but it was more informational about it because it's like $555 for a call and for a prophecy and for a FaceTime with the prophet. That's extreme. That is totally extreme. But if that's what you want to do, have at it. If you want to call or pay $52 for a call, if you want to pay Manasseh $52 for a call or 78.50 for a call and a prophecy, knock yourself out. But for me and my house, we're going to listen to the word of the Lord and the voice of the Lord. I don't need voices that have a money tag associated with it. And then they tell you, well, you need a prophet. Okay, all right. I need the Holy Ghost too. It'll make you act right. And it'll lead you into all understanding. Listen, if y'all want to do it, that's what I don't have anything against the prophets. Manasseh, none of them. Larry, none of them. Because there's always going to be people who want to pay for a good time, pay for a good word. They're always going to be here. Some people can't go without somebody telling them something happy about themselves or happy about their life. So they pay for it. That's what they do. Talking about Michael Todd being stepped down from this church by Carl Lentz. So is Todd stepping down? Carl Lentz is going to take it or what? All they're doing is reading. Yeah. Unfortunately, Amanda, some things that I've heard, I'm like, this is pretty much a horoscope. But okay, give your 8888. Who took out some lower ribs? Manasseh? Listen, God, you see, like God just yabba, 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 do, yabba, yabba, yabba. God always got something to say. But he ain't going to talk unless you give some cash. Ain't no talking without no donation, no seed. LL Cool J. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did say something about LL Cool J taking out of ribs when they was talking about plastic surgery. It's just like, William, stop telling all of Manasseh's business. If the man has some, we can obviously see the man had some surgeries. We've seen him from years ago, and all of a sudden he looked like a half white man, and then said he was with the white bodybuilder. William, you better hope nobody got no photos, videos. Woo! Please pray they don't. Because let me tell you, people gonna pay good money for that. God just don't shut his mouth, don't he? All truth, Priscilla. Listen, that's Bible. That's Bible. The Holy Ghost will lead you into all truth. But you know what? People don't want truth, Priscilla. They want a good word. They want a good time. They don't want truth. Because truth might tell you to stop doing something in order for you to get this something else. But we don't want that, Priscilla. We want to pay $8.88 and $89.99 for somebody to tell us, God is saying, in 5 days, there's going to be a change in your health. And all you got to do is stop eating pork for 5 days and drink a bunch of water, and your health is probably going to do something different. But it's better if somebody just tells me. So I'll pay them. I wish they just pay me. I'll sit on the phone all day long and tell you good tidings of great joy. Hit that like, y'all. Hit that like right now. Hit it. Come on now. Row your boat. Life is but a dream. Oh, that was an act, Nola. Larry sat there acting like he was trying to shut up, but enjoyed it. No, it was like I said, it was very good for Larry. Tonight's live was extremely good for Larry in regards to viewership. Now, like I said, if I was one of his close confidants, i.e. his mentor, I would have a problem. But I think Bernard is that master prophet is just he's cool with it. I think he's cool with it. I don't think there's no problem. Mm-mm. Mm. They want to hoop, holler, and a praise break for 30 minutes. Yeah. Don't nobody know no real deal moves of God. Let's just entertain me and make me more emotional. That's all. That's why it's hard for me to get really deep into emotions because I come out of an emotional church. I come out of an emotional denomination where regardless, you better shout, you better, you better do an outward show of um gratitude, or you're not having church, or you're not saved, or there's something wrong with you. The devil is taking over. Let me tell you, all that stuff went on in my church. When the pastor shouted, you better shout. One of my friends said, how did y'all all started shout as a kid? How did y'all all start to shout at one time? Well, that's what we were made to do. That's what we thought church was. And people grow up like that and never shake that spirit. They never shake it off. It just grows into something else with somebody telling them what they need to do in order to be saved, or in order to hear the word of God, so they just start paying for prophecies. They start paying for this and to feel good. That's all it is. And it's more emotionalism, just to feel good. I watched the show tonight. Good. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Now, if you think that CT is not going to use this against William, I mean, what can he say, though, that we haven't heard already? Really, what can somebody say about William that is going to shock us? Just like that's I was like in the chat. You guys are just going in on William in the chat, and it's nothing that he's heard. We've all heard before. The nails, the this, the that, disrespecting, Carlton Pierce. We've heard all this. The family said they didn't want you at the funeral because you announced that he died when he didn't die. I don't know about that if he coded and came back to life. I mean, we never heard about that. That he's pregnant. What? Who pregnant? I come from the apostolic, PAW. Pentecostal Assemblies of the World. That was my main, that's what I come out of. That's when I was a kid. That's what it was, PAW. Oh, it should take somebody saying William. Yeah, that will shock us. William eating coochie will shock the hell out of me. William smelling coochie would. Okay, listen, that would shock the hell out of me. Bring me back something like that. Don't bring me, oh, he got girly nails. Oh, he got a lace front. Oh, he got bangles on his hand. Oh, listen, we've seen it all for years. It's nothing shocking. These folks they just wanted to hear themselves talk tonight. It was so ridiculous. We think alike. That will shock me. All that other stuff don't shock me. Yeah, he did say, I don't know nothing about that. Carlton marriage was arranged. There's a lot of marriages that are arranged inside the church. There's a lot of marriages that are arranged. And when you're talking about, the conservative, they got to marry the right person. Not saying that is true. I've never heard about that. Then he said with Loretta years ago, listen. Oh, what did I hear? Money changes in God's house. Yes, Anita, money changes. Yeah. And no one's against donating to your preacher, your prophet, your pastor. No one's against that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about people who need to feel good and give money just to feel good. What Rachel, what he said about going over there to Aretha Franklin's daddy house and said that was the freakiest party he ever seen, even though you was blind, Ray. Was it the freakiest party you ever felt? Because but you know that stuff, that's what I'm saying. Why are we shocked these days? C.L. Franklin was a whole freak. He believed in equal opportunity love, okay? That's he had parties. Mm-hmm. All right, Yomi. Anita says, I love his mentality. I love his intelligence. I love his humor. So we should have been, he really should have been a comedian. But I don't think he talked too slow, like, speed up, William, speed up, speed up. Yeah. Ain't nothing around here new, y'all. Oh. I was supposed to be over here talking about Sandra Crouch tonight. I'm over here in Los Angeles, just visited Sandra Crouch's musical. They was over there singing, y'all. But it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't all that. I wanted to go to show my respect because of the musical lineage that I grew up on. Sandra Crouch's music. She did choir music. Andre did more like group music, but Sandra did choir music. And I was a choir head, choir director. Started directing choirs at 12 years old. So, started singing in the Sunday school choir at 7, leading songs at 7. So that's why I had to show my respect to Sandra Crouch. Okay. He said Gina Pearson was looking like I know. We know Gina Pearson is a little she is a little kooky because I follow her and some of her videos are really interesting. Yeah, JB, be quiet. We ain't talking about that right now. I don't really think that was arranged. I think it was just convenient. Because, like I said, I think the perfect arranged good marriage was supposed to be her and Welton. That's what I think so. And it just didn't work out. Welton cheated on her. Welton, he wasn't a stranger to some new cooch. He just didn't know how to, the pastor couldn't keep it together. But I think that was the love of her life because she flipped out over Welton. They had to wheel Kiki back in over that Negro. The musical was at what was the musical at? It was at Faithful Central. Bishop Omer's church in Inglewood. That's where it was tonight. Let's see, the Marvin Winans was there, Carvin Winans was there, CC Winans was there. Because Andre Crouch was the first, they signed the Winans when they were kids. Or they were the first people to first company to sign the Winans. All that question is, will I ever leave you? And tomorrow, Carvin even sung that tonight. Keep alive tomorrow. He did all his falsetto and everything. So it was cool. Marvin didn't sing. Marvin is scheduled to sing tomorrow at the funeral, but he did show up tonight. Nikita Knight, she sung good. Donnie McClurkin was the MC. And, he sung in between all of it. Who else was there? Some of the Andre Crouch singers, the OGs were there leading songs and talking way too much. Oh, my God. I don't know why they talk so much. And they were like, this is how Pastor Sandra taught us. Well, God, I would never go to y'all church if y'all talk like that. They wouldn't shut the hell up. I was like, really, y'all? We understand this is your pastor and all, but you're just talking too much. Ugh. Now, one thing I didn't like, it was forced. It was no, her funeral is tomorrow at 11 at Faithful Central. Tonight was the musical celebration. Now, one thing that I didn't appreciate, that band seemed like they were confused. That band director, he was good on that piano, but a band director, I was sitting over there by the music pit, so I seen all that confusion. And every time Donovan would be like, okay, or the people be like, okay, let's move on. Let's get the next. They had to switch out musicians, and then they just nothing was cohesive. They were just like taking too many long pauses. Now Teddy Campbell played a couple songs from the Soul Seekers and Tina Campbell's husband. He was good. He played a couple on the drums. Mike Burrell was there. And it's, some other musicians and stuff, but it just seemed like a bunch of confusion over in that musicians pit. It just was crazy to me. Donnie, we still making a race. Right. Welton is a real husband. They both parents and single. Right. So I told that they're like, so go ahead and merge the family together. Yeah. Yeah. Welton, he teaches pretty well. I've listened to him. Couple of his sermons and stuff. No, wasn't nobody there. I think they done burnt her up they burnt her up probably a long time ago. I don't know if she'll be there tonight. I mean tomorrow. But it's been a month. She died on the 17th of March. And it is the 16th or the 17th in the East Coast already. So she's been on ice for a month if they are going to have a body in there. But they be burning them up quick, and we just be having church. So I don't know. And that's all. 75 likes on 165. We had more than that. We had over 200. We only get 65 likes. Forget y'all. Just forget y'all. If you want to donate tonight, go ahead and feel free. That's a suggested, but not an obligation. $5, $2 is fine. Whatever you want to give. Thank you so much for your patronage to the St. James Show. I'm out of town, so always support. There's CashApp, Zelle, the St. James Show at att.net. If you'd like to send me an email, that's also my email address. So I appreciate each and every one of you. So the moral of the story tonight is that was an entertaining at times shit show. That's my opinion. Okay. All right. Por favor, please hit the like button. But hey, listen, we love William's antics. Crystal Rucker, well, she wasn't there tonight. I don't know. She might be there tomorrow. No idea. All they sung was like Sandra Crouch's song tonight. And then Cece got up and did Goodness of God, because I guess Sandra loved that one. So Cece got up and did that. Donald Lawrence was there. He did a couple of his songs. The best in yet to come. And what other one? Y'all, listen here. So I'm sitting there, and I looked up at Donnie. Donnie was staring at me. I think he was like, "That it, bitch." And I looked away, and I looked back up there at Donnie. He was still like staring at me, like he was trying to focus in to see if it was me. It was me, Donnie. It was me. Then I had some people hitting my inbox, like 3 or 4 people hit my inbox, Instagram. Are you here? Are you? Yeah, I'm here. I was here. Jordan is broke and not her real well. We knew that when he was talking about he did lawns. We knew that. That ain't no, She got plenty of money, right? You don't need to work. Yeah, praise God from whom all blessings flow. And subscribe. Hit that like button. We are over 12. What are we at? I don't even know where we're at. We're over 14,000, that's for sure. We're almost at 14,300 subscribers, everyone. So we are on the road to 15,000. At 15,000, we got to have a wonderful celebration, but I'm not going to celebrate it by myself. I'm going to have at least a couple of hot guests that you would want to see over here. Okay. So let's get this channel to 15,000. And I think we can do it in another week or two. Okay. Road to 15. Yes. So I think we can do it. I want all y'all to save your cash. We're going to have a suggested donation. If you would like, listen here. If you can't give the donation, then you won't get a word from the Lord. No one's going to talk to you. The Lord has turned his face to you. He's turned his face to you. He's not listening. She tried to be the breadwinner. I know she want her. Kiki looking good too. Look like she's lost some weight and stuff. Kiki is looking good. Mm-hmm. But if St. James Show is a lie, and this one woman just was windmilling, and y'all didn't quite understand. I did not say they were broken up. I never said that. I said, is there trouble in the camp? That's what I said. That's why I asked a question. These people in the chat, this is false. What are you talking about? Do you have reading comprehensions, a blockage with your reading comprehension skills? And this one girl just went in. You probably in the chat now. When you see I deleted all your comments. You did all the paragraphs, and I went, wait till you finish. I went, click, delete, click, delete, click. Right after you finish your sermon, click, delete. Sermons get deleted at the St. James Show. Just so you know. So when you feel the unction to function like a preacher and a teacher in my chat, it will get deleted. Just letting you know, all that dissertation, all what God told you to write, delete it. God has given me the authority as the head presider of the carnal church sector, and as the St. James Show, and as the sweet daddy, that I have all authority to delete the comment. All right? Y'all keep on. Quickly and suddenly, yes, I do it like that. You didn't say they broke up. I didn't say that. They was in there talking about, you a lie. And I asked this one girl, are you a spokesman and a representative of the shared family? Tell me that. If you was the spokesman and the representative of the PR team or whatever, let me know so I can see how much validity your word has. No, I just know. Well, you know what I knew? I knew I had to delete your comment. I didn't delete her. I didn't delete her from the I don't really like to boot you from the channel. I will if I need to. But then I think she came back on another thing. She was quite humble. Who isn't God good? Yeah, you better type something right. She came back with a humble spirit. She knew that all her typing was for naught. Didn't nobody care, because I never said they broke up. They probably would have hit my inbox if I would have said that. I didn't say it. We don't know. They taped them early. They taped them shows early. We don't know. And everybody can go on and make something look good when it's needed. So we're not going to go off that. I know. And the girl said, because your post is blowing up all over the internet. Okay. I just asked the question. Why did the Kelly come off of her Instagram? That's the only question, because I specifically have seen it, because I was like, oh, that's cool. She had put the Kelly on there. I was like, oh, that's cool. Show some respect, And then Lady Wisdom come over here and point me in the direction the other night. And I said, well, look at here. There's something going on in the camp. Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, whatever. But oh well, we pray that they are, together forever, and that they continue to multiply in Jesus' name. It is midnight. It's time. It's time, as William said, it's time to go down from here. Yeah. Pay double for everything. What? He was right. He was in the audience. Oh, y'all so ruthless. Y'all are ruthless. And I just be like posing the question. That's all I'm doing is posing the question. So, all right, y'all. I have to get out of here and get up and get the hell out of this city tomorrow. I got some things to do tomorrow afternoon in my city. So, enjoyed my time tonight with you guys. I couldn't talk about Sandra Crouch, but hey, I had the attempt to. Wonderful. Let's remember Sandra Crouch and all of her wonderful contributions to the music world. Can't even just say gospel because Andre and her did universal music. It wasn't always just gospel. They had a certain twang to their style of music. So thank you so much, Sandra Crouch. So, all right, y'all. So y'all go meditate like Manasseh tonight. Y'all sit up and meditate and talk to Jesus before you go to bed. Say a prayer. Get up. I think Manasseh's telling you right now to donate to the St. James Show. Turn over, pull open your phone and open your Cash App. Says profit. And 888. Let's go for the gusto. $888.88. That's what we're gonna do tonight. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. All right. Thank you, Prophet Manasseh. Thank you, sir. All right, y'all. Regardless of what you think and what's going on right now in your life, get a date.